My homily for the Epiphany of the Lord, the 5th of January 2025. The Feast of the Epiphany seems like something of an afterthought. We've just celebrated Christmas, with its long lead-in that seems to begin earlier and earlier. And that was quickly followed by New Year. So why now this little Christmas, as it's sometimes called? Surely we've had enough of Christmas. Well, Epiphany means revealing. And in this feast, an essential element of what Christmas is all about is revealed. The wise men represent us, the Gentiles, the non-Jews, the rest of the world. We get an invitation, together with the poor and marginalised as represented by the shepherds, at this key moment in salvation history when God became man. Nothing like it had ever been seen before, and nothing like it will ever be seen again. It's interesting that we're represented by wise men, because we're often anything but wise. However, those three men were wise, because they realised, like the shepherds, that something very special, something unique was happening. It was all prophesied. Nations shall come to your light, and kings to your brightness. They shall bring gold and frankincense, said our first year. Kings shall bring in gifts, said our psalm. And then Paul spelt out exactly what had happened. The Gentiles are fellow heirs, members of the same body, and partakers of the promise in Christ Jesus through the gospel. Jesus did not come for one particular group, race, or nation. He came for everybody. And that was a radical departure from anything that had gone before. Up until then, every nation had its own religion. Nations often tried to impose their religion on those they had conquered, but it still remained very much a part of the nation and its culture that it came from, and was always identified with it. Not so Christianity. Christianity was multicultural, multinational, and diverse from the very beginning. It quickly threw off Jewish dietary and other laws so that it could be more easily embraced by all, and how it was embraced. The Roman Catholic Church, for all its faults, is still the most multicultural, multinational, and diverse organisation in the world. Think about it. Jesus was born in the poverty of a stable. From the beginning, it had the smell of the stable. Later, after a few years, an itinerant preacher, he was crucified as a criminal. And yet now his followers form the greatest religion the world has ever seen. A religion for all peoples, nations, and cultures. If it was not of God, we would not be here now. So be sure, it is of God.